back there inside of MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last two seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said, there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do two things: stay healthy and keep winning. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Throwing on second down, Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 38-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out three tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
A second down throw for Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll get into the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown Packers. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon. That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He was brought down by
really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Second down throw for Jameis. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Giants.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll try to run for it. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle by Nate Hobbs. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 12-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. To throw, Winston. The second down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the gun on third down, it's Winston. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
In motion goes Dobbs. They'll run the draw with Capers. And he will not be able to get free. picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. One quarter in the books. It's the Packers on top. More from MetLife Stadium after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it second down and 11. From the gun, it's Love. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
To Romeo Dobbs. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This from 34 yards. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over for their second possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Jameis. Forced out left. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Devontae Wyatt in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Winston. This one taken in by Hyatt. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Giants 1st down. And that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple of years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down. And that's exactly what they do.
He'll manage only a couple. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Winston. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
He takes off.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Tracy, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
brings up
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Throwing here on third and goal. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Jameis Winston scrambles for
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on fourth and goal. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown, New York.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3, so they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Giants will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Love to throw it on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Tight end going in motion here. From the gun on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Edgerrin Cooper in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That is caught. It's Robinson.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Open man, that's Slayton. Good defense pose a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On play action, Winston. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
A big play for the Giants. 36 yards. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Winston to throw on 1st down. He has Hyatt complete.
To Jalen Hyatt. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 16-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. In motion, it's Robinson. On 2nd down, Winston. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Giants! Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
17. Packers 10.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Here's Love. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Love firing to Golden. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Love to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. It's second down. To throw is Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And it's third down.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Second down throw for Jameis. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. The pressure gets there as down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Devontae Wyatt, he gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Winston taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Go play action with Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Third and long. From the gun, it's Love. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
Packers set to kick this one away as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Olszewski. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. Look up the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw, here's Winston. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's
A big-time play out of the G-Men. A gain of 69 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The 15-yard line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing me.
To throw, Winston. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
Giants, 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
24, Packers 13.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Williams now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. To throw is Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, Here comes Jacobs. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Gain of 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Open downfield is Wiley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. And a Packer first down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Running is Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That one reeled in by Golden. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Giants offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Tracy. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. On the ground, here's Tracy. The defense stringing him out. No gain, back to the original line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun on third down, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
I understand it's third down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on third down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now brings up fourth down.
The Giants sending out their punter as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Throwing is Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And the defense can't fill up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Green Bay.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A second down throw for Love. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
At the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. Motion man is the tight end going right. This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Love. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing him and dropping him for a loss.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Winston to throw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. This is intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 56 yards.
It's a gain of 56 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
It was really nothing fancy that time, Mike. It was just, all right, line up and run as fast as you can. And once he got behind the defense, that ball came out quick and on time, and now they find themselves in plus territory.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
At the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Love. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late?
Automatic 1st down.
What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will go up by 7.
31. Giants 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Second down throw for Jameis. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the Giants first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you, the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
Open space to the 35. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 18. That one good for 29.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Off the play fake, it's Jameis. Now he'll run it.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Winston. He has Hyatt complete. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now Winston. He'll try to run for it. And he's into the end zone. Jameis Winston. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Love to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's got it! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. And a Packer first down.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He's got it at the 7. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
13 more yards.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. In motion goes Dobbs. Here's Jacobs. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Romeo dives. Touchdown, Packers. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Defense.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Here's Jameis. Back into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
25 yards on the
They
play.
get 25 on that connection. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Winston looking to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop. Be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's second down. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
And that is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time.
Second and 10.
And it'll be second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
That complete to Jacobs. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
The crowd at MetLife on their feet for third down. They bring their tight end right. From the gun on third down, it's Love. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but there is a flag down in the backfield. That might get him half the distance closer. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to win the game. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.